Oh, well, there you are. Everybody's hungry. I guess we better make some food. Yay. All right. So what do we got? Well, like everything else in my life, my bread technique has changed over the past year. It's actually gotten simpler, if you can believe that. So I don't even use a mixing bowl. I got a covered casserole Pyrex here. Fits nicely in the fridge. There's a cup of water in there. Here's a teaspoon and some dry yeast. That's not even warm water. That's just cold tap water. Cup of tap water, teaspoon, not even a tablespoon of dry yeast. I like a splash of salt in mine, so a little bit of salt. Now, I've been making this bread, and I realized I could practically use talcum powder because bread itself is so easy. So if you want to spend a month making bread or whatever, go for it. You don't have to. What I make is a simple dough you can use for a basic baguette, focaccia, cinnamon roll, cheese roll, whatever the heck you want to do. Yeah. It's just wheat clay or flour clay with a yeast infection. So how much am I going to throw in? Well, I got 1 cup of water, so that takes about 3 cups of flour. Watch my scientific measuring technique. And my KitchenAid $2,000 countertop mixing tool. Oh yeah. Stir, stir, stir. Yeah, everybody says how hard bread is. But the fact is, it's easy. You know, I got to wonder about the caveman who made this the first time. Took some wheat clay, put it in the back of a cave, said, oh, I got to go home for some reason. I'll be back for that tomorrow. Comes back tomorrow, finds all the yeast in the air it infected and made his statue or whatever puffy. Baked it up anyway. Said, hey, that's pretty good. Okay. So, the only magic that I know of with bread involves making the dough, or the clay, to the right consistency. Now, I'm using all-purpose flour. You can use bread flour. It'll come out slightly different, and if you like it that way, good for you. Congratulations. All right. So, gee, this needs a little more flour. How do I know that? It's kind of gooey. You know, I can't stick a finger in there and have it come out dry. So it's not clay yet, which means it's not dough yet, which means it will be a very soft bread. So a little more flour. So yeah. Last time I did a show about bread, I did a very simple, very similar technique. But I talked about curating the dough and a little extra steps, which I don't do anymore. Okay, I'm almost to the point of being able to pick this up. Yeah, stir, 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 mix, mix, mix. And I'll tell you, the hardest part of making bread is cleaning up afterwards. Okay, this actually needs a little more flour. Yeah, making bread is so hard, so exciting, so thrilling. If you want to throw in some sourdough starter, you can do that too. One of my favorite additions is marsala. Thank you, Ms. Bastianich, for that suggestion. Her Italian flatbread is made with marsala, and it makes a very fluffy dough. So if you want extra loft in your bread, throw in a little marsala. Nothing else, it'll make the yeast happy. That's some stuff I like drinking on occasion. Okay, so here we go. I'm getting some flour. or I'm getting some dough that I can actually pick up out of the bowl. Stirring with my $1,000 KitchenAid stand mixer. Oh yeah. So stir, stir, stir. This is the hardest part of making bread. Okay, yeah, we're reaching a point I can touch it. Still needs a little more flour. But you can see, dough. It's kind of sticky. But you see, the thing about making it in the bowl in which it rests is I can scrape up the flour that's stuck to the sides. Yeah, not only is my technique easier, it's cheaper. Less waste. Okay, stir, stir, pat, pat, knead. Okay, so there you go. Cheap man's tip. Scrape up the flour at the side of the bowl. I don't need that anymore. I got myself some dough. So, there you go. What do you do with that, huh? Well, scientifically speaking, take a lid for your covered casserole, put it on, and put it in the fridge overnight. Next day, you pull it out, put it on a piece of parchment, and you bake it. 350, 400, 425 if you're feeling brave. What shape? Well, you can make a baguette. You can be exciting and cut 3 slices across the top and make it French looking. You can make it flat for focaccia. You can put it down for a pizza. You can do 1,000 zillion million things with a good piece of dough. Make some cinnamon rolls, make a cheese bun, whatever you want to do. So that's it. That's my exciting new bread technique. Here you go. Throw it in the fridge, 24 hours later, pull it out, make my wife happy with some fresh bread for breakfast. That's it. Social media, please be good social citizens and subscribe, like, and all of that good stuff. Thank you. Goodbye.